Hello once again, everyone. We are back with more Final Fantasy XIV. A Realm Reborn, New Game Plus. Last we left off, we did we did some favors for the company of heroes who were testing us and who were testing me to see if I was ready to take on Titan. And sure enough, we're going to be doing just that. So, without further ado, let us begin. Due to this being a particularly climactic battle, we shall use the duty support as opposed to cheesing it. Oh, dang it! I forgot about the cutscene. Give me just a moment. 1 second as I reinstate those settings. Okay. Take two. So we need to see this. It's important. For lore reasons. Like, this is actual important lore stuff.
Look, another dweller! Yes! An invader from above! He just sent me where to get them. Yes, the bright sacred sanctuary just been spotted and defiled. Our dwellers must be! Our dwellers must fly! Brothers and sisters, fear him not. His fate shall be decided by the Lord of Crags. Hear me, Overdweller. You and your treacherous brethren must be held to account for the breaking of the covenant. You shall be the first to face judgment, and Linda laments and her oathbreakers, liars, betrayers, oathbreakers. Oh, great Father, Lord of Crags, Titan, we summon you. Titan, we summon you. Oh, great Father, Lord of Crags, Titan, we summon you. Titan, we summon you.
I could not do it. I had to do that. I try not to do that for these kinds of cutscenes, but screw it. There's no voice anyway. Heck yeah.
He's coming. The Lord of Crags.
It's worth no death to their weeping. Thy royal God coveteth them ever blessing of the land and murders my children by the score, all in service of greed. Such sins are beyond pardon. To suffer thy defiance, now this bringeth free to know. O Adwana, thy myriad heresy shall not go unpunished. Upon thee shall I wreak a terrible vengeance.
Here we go. This is going to be tight. Let's go!
Sons of man, murders of my children.
He is gone. And appropriate for this fight, it's the music is done with rock. Music pun.
bit extra boost.
Here we go. The remake of this theme is much better. Done by the finals. This version sounds like nonsense. The other one actually has some pretty sick lyrics.
Lord of Christ, Great Father Titan has fallen!
What you gonna do now?
Crimes of the Overdwellers shall never be forgiven! Never be forgiven! No, no, never! Your king who broke the covenant! We've only acted in defense of our lands! Cease your aggression, or never will there be peace! Until our dying breaths we shall defy you! Deny, decry, defy!
And I'm done voicing. Hi. Very well. Alrighty then. Beam me up, Missy. I am relieved to see you well. Come, let's discuss our next step. Oh. That's the ending of part 3. The word will already have reached Maelstrom Command. Protocol requires that a representative of our order inform the High Commander of the mission success. The order is rightfully yours, Nelson. Once again, I must commend you on a job well done. We shall speak again soon. Nice. Actually, I could just get this. And there we go. Why waste time? This way. No, wait, it's up this way. Actually, no, it's this. Cutscene. Splendid. Actually, wait. There's a ship that takes me directly to that location. Damn it, it would have been cheaper if I teleported to the gauntlet. Oh well, whatever. What? What's the crowd? Is that screaming I heard? I'm not sure I want to know. You heard the commotion just now? So what the hell's they doing there? Wrestling a pace? A pice? Look like the adventure site. Let's take a quick look. Oh, this ain't good. Itaru. Oh, this ain't good. Guards, adventurers alike. Shites. Heroes, heroes welcome my butt. What the bloody hell happened? Let me probe your
We'll
mind.
be awaiting your return at the Waking Sands. There is much to discuss. Godspeed.
It was right after the call. The fuck?
Thank heavens he is safe. Louisoire, do you see? Your light shines brightly in this one, and in time, it will illuminate the realm once more. Oh!
Advance no further!
How the heck did they find this place, let alone get this far?
We have come for the one who slayed Ifrit and Titan.
Wrong location, dipshit.
Bring him forth, or you shall know no mercy.
Confound it. Stay out of sight. I would leave a message with you. I surrender myself, on the condition you spare the innocents.
Conditions? There speaks the Supreme Sire. I'll grant you have courage, but you would be better served by armor.
Search all you will. The one you seek is not here.
So it would seem.
And yet you knew to look here. But how?
Hold that thought.
You bitch!
No!
Conditions of surrender denied.
Cease at once!
Oriange, Papilimo, and Tataru.
Have you not done enough?
Perhaps. Enough. We must away. Though we have not found our quarry, the High Priestess of the Scions should suffice for now. They say she also possesses the Echo. I cannot wait to hear her scream.
You're dead.
I said enough! We leave. Bring the prisoners.
Target acquired. Say no more. How did they find this place? The only thing that is known for certain that somebody is that some Garleans are going to die. Perhaps not now, but they will. Second. I have returned. There's someone asking me for stuff. Something troubling you, my son. The look of one who has endured great suffering. Is there anything I can do to help? Anything at all? You need only ask. Wild roses are dead, father. I know not. Wild roses? I see. We speak freely here. We're all friends of the Scions. This is a serious situation. Yes. I'll be fine. Oh, I'll be fine. Excuse me, Valzen. Do you have a moment? It concerns the broken horologe, which was found in the pocket of a man brought here for burial. There's something familiar about it. Just can't... But just what I cannot say. Perhaps if I tinker with the device, it will come to me. Or I lack the proper tools to do so. I would ask that you journey to Camp Drybone in my stead to obtain a ballpoint chisel and a pair of needle-nose pincers. They are often used by goldsmiths, so perhaps they would be the best people to ask. Of course, I do not expect you to foot the bill. Here, take this coin purse. This should cover it. Oh, my chisel, you say? And a pair of needle nose pincers? Those things don't come cheap, you know. Those balls. I mean, yes. This should suffice. This should be sufficient payment. There. Doing business. Nice doing business with you. We brought the tools I requested. Something occurs to me. Oh, wait here for a moment. Oh, wait. Crap, I forgot. I'm not supposed to talk during this. Monkey. Good evening to you, sir. Have you come to pay your respects to this man? Never before I have seen such a queer device. You said that it measures the passing of time? Mayhap they are more common in Golemold. I am given to understand that its cities are filled with all manner of amazing technologies. Marcus said that it belonged to the deceased? Yeah. You don't suppose that the owner might have been a Garlean spy? May behoove us to notify the authorities in Camp Drybone. But, mayhap more importantly, how did Marcus manage to repair this device? He knew he had a talent for the trades, but this goes far beyond mending fences and thatching roofs. I recognize you now, Professor. Allow me to express my deepest condolences for those who've lost their lives in the attack. I apologize if discussing this upsets you, but you should know that the bodies of your comrades are presently being removed from the Waking Sands and prepared for transport here. If you wish to leave this work to others, I understand. However, taking part might help you find closure. Oh wait, the Waking Sands. Eh, I don't look like one of them church fellas, but I'll turn you away now, sir. As you can see, a pile of unidentified bodies over yonder. It's going to claim them, just off to the lich yard they could. Thankful you didn't have to go inside and see the carnage yourself. Some nightmares, I tell ya. Those damn Imperials. Hey, don't know what quarrel they have with these folks. Sure as hell don't want to know. The sooner we put this behind us, the better. Say, ain't I seen you around here before? Or are you one of those faces? Never mind. On the road, there's a carriage come to haul the bodies to the lich yard out by the east gate. There's only 8 left to load up. And seeing as I'm exhausted from carrying all the others, I have a mind to leave the remainder to you. Might want to cover your nose while you work. These folk are starting to turn. Of course, I have to start with the biggest bastard. and yet I am somehow able to fit them in my inventory. Oh, this one. What happened to the big fella? Forget it. Just bring the next batch and toss them in the back. In fact, they'll complain if you're rough. Well, you a strong one. More in one trip. And there's no need for me to lend you a hand with the rest then. I know. I'm so small. Come on, let's finish this before I die of old age. That should be all of them. Thanks for the help. It won't take too long to deliver all the corpses to Lich Yard, so you might want to hurry back and tell them that our work here is done. Though, I feel like one of them should be transported to Udania. The Sylph, after all. See that you decided to heed my advice. I pray that, in doing so, you found some small measure of peace. The first carriage from Vesper Bay arrived not long ago, and we've begun preparing your comrades for burial. I had a hand in the initial rites, and I would like you to know that for many, death came quickly. It's assured that we will treat them with utmost respect, and do everything we can to shepherd them to Thal's realm. Although we can perform rites for most of the Seance, there is one whom we cannot. Would you like to return this little one to her people, the Sylphs of Little Solace? It is only proper that she be given into the care of her friends and family, so they may mourn her in accordance with Sylphic traditions. Yep.
It's one was surprised to see walking one in Little Solace. How could these one who sees walking one?
About that.
Your axe here, but this one does not understand.
Then let me explain for you then. Alright. So you remember the metal ones? It's, did not suffer, but they were kicked in the chest. Alright. Right. Getting help from an army of orky sylphs. We thank you for your service to the church and to the sylphs. You may be pleased to know that in your absence we interred the remaining scions in the Lich Yard. Perhaps you still wish to do more for your friends. If so, I would remind you that you have already done so much on their behalf. Please, take a rest and set aside your burdens for now, Bowson.
No.
My bloodlust. My bloodlust.
I'm not imagining it, Bowson. I know I'm being watched. This is different. Sinister.
It's as if I'm under observation.
This feeling comes and goes, but I felt it when I last ventured outside.
Yes,
I know I felt it.
would you look outside for me, please? It'll only take a moment. Alright, where are you hiding? Boop. Let's try that again. Boop. Someone spawned early.
You were attacked, weren't you? Are you unharmed? Thank the gods. Knew it. He was watching me.
Why was he watching me?
What did he want with me?
Did he perhaps know something of my past?
I could have asked him.
I need to think. Just allow me a moment alone. Wait. Father Elud must hear this. Will you tell him for me? It's important. I think others may come for me again.
Heavens offend. Such a thing should happen on holy ground.
Have any idea who this man was? Did you notice anything distinctive about his garb or possessions? You mean the fact that he was Garlean? This is Garlean steel. Which means the man who was watching Marcus was... Make haste to Camp Drybone at once. We must summon the immortal flames before more Imperials come. Righto then. Elfino.
I fondly hoped that I might be the first to speak with you. Would that I had been so fortunate.
I take it you know the
At
situation?
ease, adventurer. I come not on behalf of the Empire. On the contrary, I mean to revive the scions of the Seventh Dawn.
Okay.
And to
how?
that end, I have come in search of a legend. The greatest engineer of our time, Master Sid Garland. I have come for you.
There it is.
I fear you are mistaken, child. He is but a poor soul who bore witness to the horrors at Cartano. I beg of you, leave us in peace.
Wait, Hear me, Sid. Eorzea needs you.
Sid, was it? Here. These belong to you. I thought you bore the mark of greatness. It seems that I was right.
Well,
Our time together was all too brief, but it felt as though my son had returned to me. You have brought joy to an old man's life.
convenient.
But it is time for you to help those who truly need you.
Not convenience. Not convenient memory return.
Who are you?
Alphino Leveilleur, at your service. As a scion of the Seventh Dawn, I stand against our primal and imperial foes, as my grandfather once did. 'Tis no secret what befell our order at the Waking Sands. Word has already spread across Eorzea. The repercussions are far greater than you realize. In the wake of the calamity, the three city-states focused their efforts solely on reconstruction, leaving the Scions to combat the primal threat unaided.
Again, already blasted two of
And lo, we are all but destroyed. Yet even as the nations mourn our demise and abandon what little hope they have left, we cannot forsake our duty, now least of all. The Ixal have summoned Garuda once more, and she torments the people of Kurthus as we speak.
Oh goody, one more.
Her appetite for destruction far exceeds that of other primals. Worse, in her present incarnation, our Baldessian colleagues believe she surpasses both Ifrit and Titan in strength. Yet, therein lies an opportunity. Were we somehow to defeat Garuda, it would serve as a warning to the other beast tribes that even their mightiest gods can be felled.
Or drive them to do
If we
more.
are to face our foe, we must first circumvent the tempest that shields her sanctuary. And for that, we need an airship. Your airship, Sid.
I have an airship?
Yes, Sid, you do. Your very own airship. It was last seen in the skies over Gridania, not long before the calamity. So let us begin our search there.
An airship? My airship? Oh, wait.
Yes, the lad.
Come, let us put an end to the primals. Together, we will show the world that the Scions are still a force to be reckoned with.
Excelsior, whatever.
They need my airship. They need me.
Back. What a curious twist of fates that the Master Sid Garland was at last be found within our church. It defies imagination. Ready to pardon, Valzen. Would you wish to find this airship, yes? I know not how much truth there is to it, but there is a tale known as the final flight of the Enterprise, which grew popular in the wake of the calamity, much like the great Gooby Wall of Ul'dah. It states that the Enterprise flew northwest from Gridania towards Kurthus. If true, The airship would have passed through the North Shroud, likely over Falgord Float, closest settlement to Curtis. Mayhap the Serpents stationed there have records of the events that transpired that day. I had hoped you might rest from your journeys for a time, but I see that the world still has need of you and the Scions. Pray, look after yourself and Sid, Elson. Falgord Root Beer Float. Teleportarium. Activate. Is there aught I can assist you with? Enterprise? You speak of Master Garland's ship, yes? Aye, and he had referred to the records. I know that the airship was sighted overhead 5 years ago, clearly bound for Curtis. What became of it after that, I cannot say. Wish to know more, speak with Vortifout at Florento's Spire. He was on duty that day and saw it with his own eyes. I'm unsure what it is you hope to accomplish, though. Even should you locate the ship, would you not need a man of Master Garland's caliber to fly it? I hear tell that the machinery is fiendishly complex. I don't know how it's actually pronounced, but his name's to me looks like it's pronounced Vortifart. Vortex Fart. You have come in search of Vortifart? Well, then well met, for you have found him. Indeed, I have served as the whaler for many years since before the great snows come to Curtis. What exactly is this about? Ah, the final fight of the Enterprise! I do remember that day. Twas on the eve of the battle, Cartano, nigh 5 years ago. I held the spire alone that night, while the bulk of our forces marched to meet the enemy in the field. Then, all of a sudden, the most fantastic airship I have ever seen splits the sky overhead. I was only watching shock as it disappeared over the mountains to the northwest. If the Enterprise wasn't destroyed during the calamity, I'd wager it's still somewhere in Curtis. The astrologians at the observatorium may have records that could help. To attain them, you'll need to deal with the Ishgardians who control the region. I wouldn't expect much, though. The High Houses have long been concerned with their own affairs above all else. When Dolomont descended, they took shelter behind their gates. And even now, they have little regard for the plight of other nations. Nevertheless, they may deign to assist you should you prove yourself useful. Consider providing your services to the soldiers who guard the observatorium. Though they may refuse you at first, I have little doubt they would accept aid freely offered. I doubt that. If memory serves right about this part of the story, then we're about to meet some pricks. Excuse me? Can you repeat that? Wish to offer your services to House Durandare. What pray tell do you wish to receive in exchange? How absurd! It's as if we were permitted outside to peruse the records of the observatorium. Do not mistake our courtesy for friendliness. The Holy See of Ishgard may allow foreigners to travel freely within these lands, but we do not intend to offer succor to strangers. Yep, bricks everywhere. Alone have mercy. He's still here. We take shelter within our walls if you insist. But do not distract me while I'm on duty. Stretched thin as it is. And where in the hells is that knight I sent on patrol? He should have returned ages ago. Perhaps I have a use for you after all. You wish to aid us? Search the wilds to the west for my missing man. Know him well. You will know him by his uniform. That of House Durandare, as is mine. Easy enough. Would you want him dead or alive? wasn't for you, sir, I reckon they would have finished me off. Despicable dragon-loving bastards. It was a mercy they didn't deserve. Right, the rumors were mistaken, but this confirms the worst. I must immediately inform my superiors that the heretics are operating within this region. Fare thee well, friend. The Anti-Dragon Inquisition. I must say, I didn't actually expect you to find my knight, much less rescue him. I see I may have been premature in my judgment, sir. We're a proud people beholden to tradition, but that does not mean we are without humility. I shall instruct the astrologians to entertain your request. However, understand that it is ultimately their decision whether or not you may peruse their records. Pray, proceed to your observatorium and introduce yourself to Ednel. Oh.
The gentleman didn't come in search of the airship. This is highly unorthodox. Whatever could Sir Ludovore be thinking? It is true that we maintain meticulous records which stretch back generations. However, this information is used to chart Dravanian activity. Access is strictly controlled. One can never be too careful with heretics and their sympathizers lurking about. If you would peruse with your inquiries, pray seek audience with Chief Astrologian Forlamort, up above.
Lord Forlamort. It is he who shall not be named. You assume I know or care about this war. William A. William. Gillivan. Yes. Can you help me with that? Okay. Where's my apology? At least give me that.
You there, sir. I could not help but overhear your conversation with the Chief Astrologian. There may be a way I can assist you, but it would require that you perform a favor in exchange. An associate of mine has yet to return from his expedition to the cliffs east of the observatorium. He was adamant that he could conduct his observations alone, despite the presence of Ixchel in the vicinity. If you wish to seek this astrologian and confirm he is well, it would be a great comfort to me.
Okay. Vroom. Those are exoballoons up there. Oh, what a relief to see someone other than the goddamn Birdman. I thought I could be finished my work while the Exo were away, but they returned far quicker than I anticipated. It was all I could do to hide and hope they might leave again before I froze to... Wait, who are you? You're not one of our knights. A man of House Durandar cannot be seen in the company of an unbeliever. Good day, sir. Thanks, Thanks, prick. Billy? Thanks for being a prick. Hope you like chocolate poop on your box. The arrogant fool returned not long before you arrived, worrying about the disgrace of having been rescued by an unbeliever. Serves him right for underestimating the dangers our knights face every day. But you're eager to locate your airship. It may surprise you that by saving him, you have already aided your own cause. House Durandar is quick to regard outsiders with suspicion, as it is their duty to sound the alarm at the first sign of Draconian aggression. Yet you have already aided them twice, for which they are honor-bound to repay you. Even so, they will not grant you access to Observatorium's records. That is just as well, but there are other ways you might locate your missing airship. What I propose is that you petition Lord Portalaine for an official introduction to the other high houses. Word of House Durandar carries tremendous weight in Ishgard. Should the captain consent, you would have little trouble obtaining information from the other high houses. True. I didn't... You bring a good point. Nope. First, this mount is too big. This is even bigger. Better. Was quite a stir in your short time here. First you slayed 2 heretics and 7 knights, now here you've rescued a man of our house. I imagine you must desire something for your troubles. An introduction to the other high houses? I cannot deny that you have given us no cause to distrust you. But when you perform 2 acts, you would have me endorse you with 3 high houses. It's only fitting that you aid us one final time. Would you agree? Fair enough. Now, I understand you are very eager to find your missing airship. Worry not, for this task shall take a man of your skills but a moment to complete. Not long ago, a porter bound for Skyfire Locks was ambushed on the road due to west of here. Though he escaped with his life, he would very much like his wares as well. On the off chance any portion of the shipment remains, I would have you travel to the scene of the robbery and bring back what you find. Unless you intend to perform any cursory search, bear in mind that recovering the stolen merchandise will endear you to House Hillinarte, further improving the chances that they'll indulge your request for aid. Well, when you put it like that... Again, they have spawned all too early. One, 2, 3. Have the good tidings to share. Or to get stolen merchandise to show. Right here. Let's see. Well, if that's the case, how about I help you with this problem? Help me, help you, help us all.
Well, this is for your ears only. Lord Franzel is no heretic. He's a goodly, righteous man, wholly dedicated to the cause. I know this because I served House Haliana and Halen Arte for years prior to the calamity. We must go to Skyfire Locks and warn him of the coming storm. Inquisitors are ruthless and will spare him no mercy. Speak to him of Edelweiss. He will know you for a friend. Now, go. Wait. Shit, I think it was Edelweiss. As in wife's Shani. Yeah, I see Ruby. What about it? Yes? You look as though you have something to say, do you? Why? Is that an Edelweiss in your pocket? Or are you happy to meet me? Just why? Well, you have a bit of a problem on your way. More conspiracy within the higher ranks. I think we're going to beat him. The boy. Going to meet Horsefont, a character who, for a while, I was suspicious of because he seems too nice. But he proved me wrong because he's just an absolute bro. The unmistakable swagger of a well-trained adventurer. If you are come to pay your respects, be at ease, friend. I am not one to stand on formality. Truth be told, I would gladly welcome many and more brave souls like yourself. But enough chatter. Pray tell me why you have come.
Well, there's a bit of a problem. I can see. Something about dragons? As you have doubtless realized by now, the houses of Ishgard, House Tom included, are either unable or unwilling to offer you formal assistance in your search. However, that does not mean there are not influential individuals within each house who are sympathetic to your cause. I shall be sending missives to their various representatives in Ishgard, though I suspect it would be quicker and more efficient if you were to make inquiries of your own. Lady Nine of mine own House Fortoms resides in here in Camp Dragonhead. Rather enjoys the company of travelers. There's also Crevelian of House Helenate, who can be found at Skyfire Locks, though any information you pry from the scribe may prove difficult. Spoken with the Chief Astrologian of House Durandare yet? Really? Perhaps he'll be more accommodating once I inform him that you are a friend of House Fortom. Sort of concern yourself with House Zamael. I shall contact him myself. Seek the counsel of the three I mentioned. Return to me when finished. You are a very good man. Very good man. Is it Nine or 9? Hard to tell. Why, hello, good sir. What's that? An airship, you say? I hate to disappoint you, but I know nothing of what you seek. Luckily, no one at House Fortom does. Or if they did, I would definitely know as well. The topic on everyone's lips these days is what will become of young Lord Francel. Some say the allegations are long overdue given how many members of House Helenate have been found guilty of heresy in recent days. Suspicious. Very suspicious. Hello, grant me strength. There must be some way to... Oh, who are you? Friend of Lord Horshathon? I want to help you, I truly do, but these accusations of heresy have thrown House Helenate into chaos. Right now we must focus on combating these charges and preserving our reputation. I did not mean to do that voice, but I'll take it. Somehow this big thing managed to get out of that tiny door. Magic. I wish I had a third person and had someone else to take a look. I gather you have been busy last we spoke. Lord Harshavant's missive was positively glowing. If you think that his endorsements are cause enough for me to disregard Ishgardian policies, then you are sorely mistaken. We are at war, sir, and the enemy grows bolder by the day. Why, in the short time since Inquisitor Guliane arrived in Kurthis, countless heretics have been discovered, even amongst the elite of Ishgardian society. If Lord Harshavant wishes to waste his days chasing after a long-lost airship, then that is his choice. But if he expects others to share in his folly, then he is truly blind to the present state of affairs. You are one stubborn old bastard. You will give me this knowledge, one way or the other. Beep beep. By your countenance, I take it you did not learn of anything. And did not learn anything of use. Nor did I fear. Because the whole of Kurthus is consumed by this talk of heretics in the high houses. I only hope that my sources in Ishgard prove proper provide more pertinent information. Alliteration. I had another personal request to make of you. Concerns Lord Francel, of whom much has been whispered of in recent days. I received a report that he and 3 knights were heading north towards the Steel Vigil. The post was long ago overrun by the Draconian horde, though I'm not certain what he intends to accomplish with such a small force. Whatever his motives, I fear his for safety. Pray, journey to the Steel Vigil and see if Lord Francel's party requires assistance. Who goes there? Sing! No, stay back! The fiend is still here! What fiend? Boop. I heard the beast cries from Obiganda. The Lord Francel is safe. Bless you, sir. Bless you. So that, yep, that's a tougher looking beast. And gone. Curses fiends, it's as though they knew we were coming. Not at all. Hard to redeem House Helenate, we can't even slay a single Avis. Fortunate you came along when you did, sir. House Helenate will remember your kindness. Try to fight the dragons to prove your loyalty? Foolish thing to do, I know, but I had hoped we might demonstrate our devotion by slaying a number of the Scalekin. Moreover, it was House Helenate that yielded the Steel Vigil to the Horde many years ago. One might say that a defeat here was heralded the slow decline of our house's once great name. We have been brought even lower by these despicable accusations of heresy. And despite my best efforts, I have done naught to improve the situation. The day that my trial approaches. Soon I must accept the judgment of the Inquisitors, whatever it may be. Even should my processions fall on deaf ears, I will proclaim my innocence to my dying breath. Yeah, this is definitely a setup. What'd you find at Sky Vigil? Oh, I see. Reckless plan. At least it did not cost him and his knights their lives. News for you as well. Witness to the final fight of the Enterprise has been found. Alas, there's a complication. It's become common knowledge that you paid a visit to Lord Francel at Skyfire Locks not long ago. Upon learning of this, the witness became understandably reticent to make your acquaintance, for fear of being seen in the company of a man who might later be declared a heretic. Oh, bring it on. Not unreasonable fear, given the zeal of which Inquisitor Gulalame has conducted his investigations. In any case, if we wish to obtain his testimony, we must first clear Lord Francel's name, and by association, yours. Oh, goody. As I see it, the key to proving Lord Francel's innocence is discrediting the evidence against him. It's because the Draconian rosary found in the chest you yourself recovered. If you would, please tell me of the incident in question. It was found in a locked chest labeled as the property of Lord Francel. The rosary was not his, and someone else with access must have planted it. Here's what you must do. Return to Skyfire Locks and speak with Rickman. He works closely with the porters who ferry goods across Curtis, so he must have some inkling as to who could be responsible. Yes, sir. In here. There. Yeah. Someone tampering with the shipments? Hurry, strike me down. If all them rosaries found in our people's possessions were planted... Hey, don't you give me that look, lad. I am a House Helenante man through and through. This heresy nonsense is bad for me and my family too. I'm saying the porters what were bringing the shipment did it, though. I know most of them work with the trade... Most of them work the trade routes. And I've never had cause to question their faith. If it wasn't them neither, your guess is as good as mine. After all, every shipment is thoroughly inspected before it... Eh? You mean the fellows who were responsible for the inspections? Asgardian Knights Inquisitors, a lot of them. As if they returned their cloaks. That means the porters are your most likely suspects. I hate to think it, but maybe you should question them. It's a crew coming to Camp Draconic from Whitebrim Front today. I'm gonna consider having a word with them. No, I'm definitely thinking it's the hose and power. Oh, why not? It's here. I may as well. Hold that thought. Preparing. Oh, wait. It's right over there. Beg your pardon? You suspect that we porters have been planting Draconian rosaries in House Helenate shipments? What nerve! If you truly believe such nonsense, then search our parcels and see what you find. Gladly. Samile and the two Helenate. Curious that it's only the Helenate. If so, I would appreciate an apology. I found two. Then what are these? Oh, that's impossible! Once the night at Whitebrim Front concluded her inspection, I loaded the parcels into the wagon myself. Uh-huh. If I had been the culprit, I would never allow you to search my shipments. Say what you will to Lord Harshaphant, I will not be held accountable for this. So, I was right. It is the Knights. Did something happen outside? I thought I heard shouting. But more importantly, what did Rickman have to say? So, okay, so there's definitely a conspiracy at play here. What Draconian rosaries? And every single puzzle bound for Skyfire locks would beg his relief. Even the Inquisitors must acknowledge that this is no more than a crass attempt to sully Helenarte's reputation. Whoever's responsible has overplayed his hand. Praise alone that he did. Lord Francel's trial is upon us, and we must act now if we have to clear his name. From the very first, I knew it could not be so many members of House Helenarte were heretics. At last, we can give the lie to this poisonous allegations and put an end to this travesty. I will need to prepare a formal statement regarding these developments for the Holy See. In the meantime, I would have you bear my words to Inquisitor Bree and Bridgie. Tell her that House Fortoms accepts, nay, demands that Lord Francel's trial be postponed until a full investigation can be conducted. And aye. What is it, my child? Lord Harshaphant would have the Inquisitors do what? But that is not possible. Inquisitor Guillaume presides over Lord Francel's trial at Witchdrop even as we speak. Fear not. If Lord Francel is indeed innocent, he shall walk in Helone's halls within the fallen heroes of Ishgard. Oh, no. That is not acceptable. They have taken Lord Francel to Witchdrop? This is madness! The Inquisitor does not have sufficient grounds to subject him to that matter of trial. Will not stand idly by and allow an innocent man to die. Thousand, I would dispatch you and one of my knights to Witchdrop to forestall the proceedings until such a time as I am able to join you and petition Inquisitor Guillaume in person. I will endeavor not to keep you waiting too long. Do whatever you must to keep Lord Francel alive. You do know that, you do realize that that also means I might kill the bastards trying to kill him, right? Because like I said, conspiracy! Hail, Tosin. As you can see, Lord Francel yet lives. We must try to reason with the Inquisitor. If his gods judge us as a threat, we must also be prepared to defend ourselves. Bring it on. Hey, jackass. There's the man who never even bothered to have an actual trial. I promise nothing. Hey, reinforcements! Okay, now you just confirmed it. A wyvern. And who are the ones that filed that report? Stop healing. Just stop healing them, you coward. Just go down already, you bastard. And bye. Well, look at this. One of your own men. You're not even trying to hide it anymore. What's this on the guy's person? Indeed. Okay, so you weren't the mastermind. Sorry about that. Still don't like you, though. Will do. Though I still think you could go for more, though. This is why you do background checks. You look well, Valzan. May I say what a pleasure it was to fight alongside such a fearless and skilled warrior. If not for you, Lord Francel would surely have died defending the honor of his house. And I might well have perished at the hands of a heretic and his wyvern. House Forton and House Halinate shall never forget your service. Now, let us return to the matter of your missing enterprise. The man with knowledge of the enterprise awaits you outside. I pray his information proves useful to you. Kick ass. How quickly the commoner's opinions change. They say Lord Francel is innocent now, but just a few days prior. Anyway, you were inquiring as to the whereabouts of an airship last seen in Kurthus several days before the calamity, yes? It also happens that I was monitoring the night sky at the observatorium during that period. I recall a small vessel came from the direction of Gridania and landed near the Stone Vigil in the far northwest. The garrison almost certainly seized the vessel, well, and brought it within their walls. If so, then you would need an army of knights to have any hope of securing it. The Lord Horchefort is, from all indications, quite fond of you, so mayhap he could lend you a few. In any case, I have done my part. I shall pray for your success, friend. Okay. Oh, so you've last located the Enterprise. I believe congratulations are in order. The Stone Vigil? Ah. Perhaps I spoke too soon. The outpost has been held by dragons for years, and all access is restricted by decree of House Durandare. I'll write a letter to House a letter to Lord Trillamont of White Brim Front, request that he grant you permission to enter. That said, I fear my influence alone will not suffice, so suggest you request Lord Francel to do the same. Now that your business in Camp Dragonhead is concluded, I suspect we may not meet again for some time. Wish you well on your journeys, Valzen. May Halone guide you. And an Althec with you. An Althec with you. Yes, the god I chose for my character is the Time God. Burn in the mouth. Wonderful to see you again, Valzen. Is there anything I can do to repay you? Name it. So, the airship you seek is likely inside the Stolen Vigil. It shames me to say that it was too once an outpost held by House Helenate. In the chaos that followed the calamity, the Dravonian horde caught us unawares. The fiends have held the outpost ever since. We lack the strength for us to retake the Stone Vigil. House Durandare instead has been charged with the duty. Given that, I doubt that my words carry much weight with Lord Drillamont. Nevertheless, I will write you your letter. Before you depart, a word of caution. The ravens who attempted to destroy House Helenate have yet to be unmasked. Though their plans were foiled, they doubtless still harbor great hatred towards us. And toward you now as well. Oh, I'll be fine. And now for quite a bit of flying. I haven't taken a break yet, but it's not long until we finish the stream anyway. Then here, no. Here. Grenadier. You desire an audience with Lord Trillamont, do you? What? I desire a night in a warm bed with my wife, but wishing won't make it happen so. But wishing won't make it so. What do we have here? Letters from Lords Horchefort and Francel, is it? I likely... Oh, you're serious. What to do? Let me in. Good timing could not have been worse, traveler. Lord Drillamont's intentions are solely focused on the Stone Vigil at present. In any case, it is not my responsibility to escort visitors. Take your letters and show them to Sir Alboise. Sir Alboise. Yes, Sir Alboise can surely accommodate you. Seek her in the storeroom on the opposite side of the yard. Oh, ye have little faith. Albino, what are you doing here? And there's a resource we can ill afford to squander. Let's gain entrance to Stone Vigil without further delay. Okay, how did you know I'd be here? Okay, we have a teleport. It's Sin. Of course Sin's here. The Enterprise is indeed inside the Stone Vigil. We must convince Lord Trillamont to cooperate. Okay, okay. Oh, it's probably downstairs. Huh. Still quite a surprise. Down here. Sir Bronde obeyed you speak with me, did he? I know not why he presumed I would be in a better position to help, but I assure you that he is mistaken. Lord Drillamont hasn't the time to spend speaking with low-ranking knights such as I. However, he always has a moment to spare for head chirurgeon Astidian, not to be confused with Estinian. Why not visit the infirmary upstairs? Show your letters to him. You here to visit the patient, sir? This, letters of introduction from House Fortol and Helenate. With documents such as these, you needn't seek an escort. Pray proceed to the barracks and speak with Sir Gordonneau. With Sir Gordonneau. You should know Lord Drillamont's current whereabouts. I'm sure he appreciate a tank rolling up into his office. What reason have you for barging into... Oh, I see. Well, you're in luck. Lord Drillamont is just up these stairs. There is a no, though. I would not expect much. Astorandera as a whole does not hold adventurers in high regard. You best state your intentions quickly and succinctly. Show proper respect, and it shall be returned in kind. Assuming he's not a prick. So Gordonneau permitted you passage? Very well, speak. This is about the Stone Vigil. You wish to brave a ruined outpost filled with scalekin to secure an airship that may or may not be there. Stay with her, the Fury herself. Oh, I did not mean to speak in this. Does he, though? Hey! Inquisitor moron! What? Inquisitor asshole! Never mind. Are you sure you're not a girlian? Just hiding under... Just the little thing hiding underneath that tiara of yours? Little circlet? I'm gonna kill him. Fine. Just let me blow them all up myself. Simple. Just let me declare that the Inquisitor is fraud. you lady responsible for the commotion upstairs? Aye, word travels fast in Whiteburn front. Gather you still wish to change Lord Grulillamont's mind? There's one thing I learned about the man in my time here. That he listens to and respects the opinions of those under his command. Went over the barracks, and he's sure to take notice. How you ask? That's easy. Serve the poor souls decent fare for a change. The last few supply shipments contained no meat whatsoever, and the knights are rightfully beginning to complain. I'm thinking we could prepare them steaks, using mud puppy tail meat. It wouldn't be quality meat, 'tis true, but be a damn sight better than nothing. If you've a mind to lend a hand, why not await the lurking mud puppy in the Denefin Pass? Take this bottle of vinegar. Look will say that it weakens mud puppies by clogging their mucus glands, drying their skin. I mean, why waste good vinegar when you can just nuke them or just nuke them with a black hole? I hope your knights are a fan of Event Horizon Jerky. What? That doesn't count? Boop. 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 See? No need to waste the vinegar. It didn't work. It didn't work, did it? I thought it was an idiotic idea. Oh dear. Remind me never to wander near my puppy's spawning grounds without a bottle of vinegar. In your world, this should only take a moment. I'll just need to do this and this, and voila! Never seen a man cook steak that fast, have you? Take these three and distribute them to the hungry knights here and up above. Oh. You there, lad. Don't think I didn't see you and the cook conspiring together. Let me make myself perfectly clear. If you wish to bury my trust with a stake, if you wish to buy my trust with a stake, it would be my pleasure to oblige you.
Yes, I feel invigorated, refreshed, as if I have the strength of 10 men, and their wits besides.
I shall have no trouble concocting a new reason to refrain from sentry duty. We ought at least to receive a hearty meal before we march off to die in this godforsaken waste.
Is that a fresh-cooked steak?
Oh, these blessings be upon you, my friend. Well, puppy meat or no, it's the most delicious food I've had in a fortnight. Ever we must train to maintain our skills at arms, yet never are we to receive proper sustenance. God said, my friend, too few appreciate that House Durandare must do more than its fair share for the sake of Ishgard. Feels wonderful to see everyone in such high spirits. Amazing what good food can do for morale, eh? But I forgot about the hard-working chirurgeons at the infirmary. So rarely do they take their meals here in the hall. By taking this steak to Senota, she's doubtless so preoccupied with the health of her patients that she's neglected to attend to her own health. Not here. Beg your pardon, sir, but I am busy attending to this man. I will be with you in a moment. What about food? Is that... I think of it, it's been a while since I last ate. Was it one to have a nibble? Oh, this is fantastic. Thank you so much. I'll eat the rest right away. I'd have a word with you, Valden. It concerns the Chirurgeons. Speaking with them earlier, I learned that they lack sufficient alembics for their needs, you see. I used some of their broken equipment to craft a more advanced alembic, both as a gesture of goodwill and as a means to help me recover my memories, since working with my hands kindles familiar feelings. All I require to complete the device are the cores of 3 ice sprites. Though commonly used to reduce the temperatures of alchemical mixtures, there is a way to alter their properties so they draw the cold within rather than radiate it without. Must sound ridiculous to you, impossible even, but somehow I know it will work. In fact, there's one right over here. And there's a few over here. And boop. Boop. And there we have it. Don't worry about this tank. If you attempt the cores, so please show them to me. What an amazing device, but is it truly an alembic? Oh, damn it, I did it again. I'm not supposed to do this. I'm not supposed to voice the cutscenes. Oh, great. It's Inquisitor Asshole again. Are you still salty about the execution we prevented? Or I prevented? With help? Have you even tried it yourself? I know. Very suspicious, don't you think? Seriously. Seriously, the guy screams suspicious. Before we can persuade Lord Drillamont to help us, it seems we must convince Lord Inquisitor Gilead. And Galaim. I still can't pronounce his name. Inquisitor Galaim, hint that we are not his enemy. Just how might we go about doing that? We know little and less about the good Inquisitor, despite him being such a prominent figure in Kurthus. Perhaps we should learn more by speaking with the people of Whitebrim Front. Share your findings with Alphino in the square. Sure, he can formulate a strategy from there. Unless the Inquisitor told them to keep shut and keep quiet. Inquisitor Ghislaine? Yeah, of course I know him. Alas, I've not seen him since the day he came to Whitebrim Front several moons ago. My memory is somewhat muddled, but I recall that a blizzard nearly buried us in the snow that day, and I had the ill fortune of being assigned to the Night's Watch. While the stronghold slept, we walked the walls and patrolled the exterior in a darkness black as pitch. My route took me outside the eastern gate at one point, where I caught sight of a silhouette illuminated by the light of the city. It was a wayward traveler. I cried out and gave chase, but slipped and took a terrible fall. When I awoke, it was days later in this very bed, where I have lain recuperating from my injuries ever since. I tried to rescue him, but in the end, Inquisitor Ghislaine rescued me. carrying my unconscious body to the gates. I owe my life, sir. I hope to one day repay his kindness. Again, it could be a setup. Ghislaine? How in the fuck is of whom you speak, unbeliever? Aye, we have learned of your deeds at Witchdrop, and I'll not be party to whatever dastardly schemes you hatched against the Inquisitor. Away with you! Yep. 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 Under Inquisitor Ghislaine's watchful gaze, unprecedented numbers of heretics have been unmasked and brought to justice. You mean victims? They say he goes days without sleep, so great is his devotion. Blessed are we to have such a godly, righteous man to protect us. And you're not even questioning him? For a skeptical society, you seem oddly gullible. You people seem very gullible. The Holy See has decreed that the Inquisitors are the arbiters of Halone's will. They are to be afforded every courtesy and the utmost respect. Shiver. He's shivering. Well, that's what you get for dressing like that. Get a freaking coat. Yes. And everyone here trusts him too much. Oh yeah, you think? Trying to earn the people's trust. This is to hide his own dubious activities. Something troubles me about that wounded soul knight's account. He claims he fell chasing a figure in the darkness when he saw outside the eastern gate, yes? But the main road leads to the southwestern gate. Since we arrived in Whiteburn Front, I have seen no travelers arrive by the eastern gate. Moreover, he said he glimpsed a silhouette illuminated by the light of the city, which would imply the Inquisitor came from the north of the eastern gate, not south. But it cannot be so. That way lies naught but a deep chasm. Assuming Sir Gilaut is not misremembering, the Inquisitor's behavior that night makes absolutely no sense, at least to me. Mayhap retracing his steps will shed light on this mystery. Thank you. At least somebody is smart. It would be down here. At a iced over dragon body. So what is this body then? An Inquisitor's... Wait a minute. This is the Inquisitor. Aha! So what we're dealing with is a shapeshifter. Found something, didn't you? Well, don't keep me waiting in suspense. Let's see it. Given the contents of this encyclical, I believe you just made the acquaintance of the real Inquisitor Ghislaine. Newly come to Kurthus and murdered on the day of his arrival. Yes, it would have been a simple thing to assume his identity, or even if he were to behave oddly, who would dare question the wisdom of a papal appointment? Still, while this is incontrovertible, incontrovertible proof that the Inquisitor is an impostor, we have yet to discern his true identity, or why he has decided to oppose us. We must proceed quickly, Benson, and before he learns that his deception has been discovered. Since Lord Drillamon has already been turned against us, I fear that this encyclical alone will not serve to convince him of our claims. But what might persuade a man so quick to disregard the endorsements of two high houses? The book did not say that the Lord listens to and respects the opinions of his knights. If a certain knight were to provide testimony that supports our claim, mayhap that this is the only way left to us. Search aloud with the evidence you discovered, and see if it helps him to recall the truth of that night. As a man of faith, he may find it difficult to cope with such a horrifying revelation. Nevertheless, we must do everything within our power to secure the Enterprise. Will he listen, though? Oh, returned. Is there something else you wanted to ask? Jeez, he looks young. The Inquisitor is an impostor? Don't be preposterous. That could not possibly be true. The paragon of virtue, a dedicated servant of the Fury. You would have me believe that is all a lie? If you're certain that your ludicrous story is true, then go speak with Sir Prunilla. She was at the Eastern Gate that night, and he helped the Inquisitor carry me here, but I will not speak against the man who saved my life. You mean the fake who saved your life? You! I do not believe I know you, sir. Pray, move along and trouble me no further. Are you in the habit of handing bloody documents to strangers? Why would you show me such a dreadful thing? I know not of it. Not at all! You know, don't you? Hurry, take me, I pray this day would come. When Sir Jalal gave chase, I followed close behind. He didn't fall. One of those Dravanian abominations lashed out against him. I nearly killed him right then and there. I drew my sword and rushed to his side, straining to see the enemy. What came from the dark was not a beast, but a voice. He knew things about me, about my family. Secrets I never told another. He said if I kept his confidence, Sir Jalal and I would be spared. But if I defied him, everyone I loved would suffer unimaginable horrors before they died. When at last I agreed to his terms, the man came forward. His rose marked him as an Inquisitor. I knew him to be false. Together we carried Sir Jalal to the infirmary, and on his first night in Whiteburn Front, Inquisitor Gulaim was heralded as a hero. Soon after came the accusations. Countless men and women of good moral standing seized within the possession of Draconian rosaries. As I feared, he was condemning the innocent to death. I wanted to confess to Lord Drillamont, wanted to put an end to the madness. Then I would remember the Inquisitor's threats. So I did nothing, until Lord Francel was accused. Some time ago I followed the Inquisitor, and found that he kept Draconian rosaries in a chest hidden southeast of Whiteburn Front. So I took several from his chest and planted them in shipments bound for Skyfire locks. As I hoped, they were discovered and considered evidence of a conspiracy against House Helenate, thus exonerating Lord Francel and casting down on the other recent trials. That is the entire truth, I swear. And forgive me for not acting sooner. So you are a so you're a reluctant conspirator then. And now we know that the Inquisitor is full of shit. And what was buried here? Oh yes, that's right, the chest. I do persist in this folly. I will not grant you 3 access to Stone's Vigil. Do not make me repeat myself. About that. It's going to be a very good explanation for why you carry these rosaries. Where'd you find this papal I could... Take me. The Inquisitor is a heretic? Never before would I have heard such an unbelievable tale, but this evidence and your testimony have no other explanation. I misjudged you and your friends, Felsen. For that I deeply apologize. I will permit you to enter the outpost, but first, must needs beg your assistance. Help me and my knights bring this infernal impostor to justice. Gladly. The Preston heretic has murdered countless innocents and made a mockery of our laws. Hell's take him and his Draconian allies. It totally makes for Snowcloak even now, intending to pass judgment upon yet another poor soul whom we branded a heretic. If we hurry, we may still be time to prevent further tragedy. Lend me your strength, Bowsen. Together we will put an end to this impostor's heresy once and for all. And I know I'm a bit over. And I know I'm a bit over for my when it comes to streaming, but I feel like we can keep going. I'm not gonna let this one end on a cliffhanger. So yeah, this is gonna be a bit of a longer than usual stream. I'm feeling the momentum. Good to have you with us, sir. When Lord Drillamont arrives, we are to confront the Inquisitor. If he refuses to go quietly, we'll need to use force. Prepare for that eventuality? Definitely. This is why you do background checks. And then... Bring it on. Oh, they're up there. What? Oh yeah, that's right. By drinking dragon blood, you become dragon. Are you sure about that? Oh yeah. Ooh. Ah, so it was an illusion. Huh? Come to his wounds. It happens with me. Works for me. Finally, we can stop dragoning it out. That was terrible. We've been 1,000. Hmm? The false Inquisitor has been slain, has he? Yes, well, his was a tale always like to end in bloodshed. But you have overcome the latest in a long line of unfortunate impediments. I would ask you not to revel in your victory just yet. We can celebrate once we have secured the Enterprise! As I am sure you'll agree, it is past time we entered the Stone Vigil. Pay Lord Drillamont a visit and remind him of his obligation to us. Sid and I will follow anon. Where's my money, man? Don't worry. just be ready to move in. Hail, Basil. Lord Draconic has appraised me on the situation. You may enter the stone ritual whensoever you will. Okay, now I think is a good time to end the stream. Just move a bit north here so that we're out of range of the music. Alright. Oh, not that one, this one. Alright. Those of you who decided to stick about, thank you for joining. I hope to get back into Planet of Lana next week. But I seem to have less free time available to me with the little change up in my shifts next week. But I'll try to do what I can to get it going, even if it means going up and starting to stream on a different day. But as always, until next time,